Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 90 of Direwolf20's Server Play series. I can't believe we're almost at episode 100. That's insane to me. Today's episode, we're going to do a little bit more Botania progressing. I've been teleporting all over my bases because I wanted to repair some of the armor I had, specifically my body armor. The rest of it's pretty good shape, but this one was pretty low. So I wanted to repair it prior to completing things. I should probably also get around to upgrading this thing. It's been so long since I've done anything with blood magic, but I can upgrade this to do something. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Neat. I can upgrade this thing to get, like, even better and more things. That would be cool, I think. Dude, I totally swung again, by the way. That was craziness. So yeah, let's take a look at where we're at right now and what we're going to do. So let's put away some junk that I don't need in my inventory, because junk is bad. Wow, I'm really low on mana in my inventory. Where'd all that go? It's a good question. I have no idea where all my mana went. Maybe it's... I mean, I'm wearing a sash, but that's pretty much all I'm using that, like, should be using up mana. I don't think I should be using mana that quickly, but let's fill her up. Pretty sure that's tablet. There we go. Mana pool to tablet. Nice. Should see TNT dropping. Haha, cool. I love automation. It's so fun. I love it when you, like, set up a system and it's been working for like a week straight, and every time it just boop starts working. The moment that you start needing it to do what it's supposed to do, boop, it's working. It's the greatest thing ever. All right, so this instant health we definitely want to have on hand. Regen, absorption, strength, all these things would be good to have. Just trying to think, like, what else could I get that might help me out here. Because I'm about to fight the Botania boss, and by about to fight I mean I'm about to make the stuff that I need to fight the Botania boss. I guess we're probably pretty close. So let's get out our book, because one of the things I'm going to do before I go fight the Botania boss is make the Botania boss setup. So, let's see, what do we got here? Not you, go back. Ritual of Gaia. Cool, so we need a beacon, we need iron, ow! Now where did you come from? Rage, inducing creeper explosions. Alright guys, we're back. That was a mess to clean up, I don't mind telling you. But meanwhile, let's toss these bad boys in here. Hey, I threw 16 in there, didn't I? Oh, you know what I bet? Are you out of mana? That's a thing that might have happened. You might be a little bit low. I'm thinking I should get Dominant Sparks. That's just a Rune of Fire, Pixie Dust, and Mana Steel, huh? Yeah, you're definitely not going to be giving me stuff for a minute. Let's do this. Are you configured to... Yeah, that's cool. Hey, there's all my stuff. Yay! That's cool that it gives it to you after you fill up the mana. That's actually really cool. I wasn't sure if those items were lost or not. Rune of Fire. Boom. Now, the other thing I'm not super sure about... Oh, I need a spark. Which I should totally teach this system how to make. 2 of those and some blaze powder, huh? Okay. Spark. I guess they do have to be the same color. I wasn't sure. Nice. At some point, maybe I'll automate things, but for now, Now, are you gonna... I see the spark inside. In previous versions, it would pop up above the mana pylon, but oh, hey, that works. Well, I mean, if you're gonna let it just flow over there, then that's actually kind of cool. Because what I'll do is get another spark and keep them both full. You and petals. There it is. Now you, I'm guessing, won't be within range to get mana from there, right? Because what's happening is we have our recessive spark filling this one. So what we'll do is we'll throw a dominant spark on this one. If we can find a way to sneak it in there. Hopefully that doesn't close my portal. There we go. It didn't. Good. So this dominant pulls from this one, and that should be cool. Wow, that's actually really fast. Nice. And you are probably getting pretty low. That's fine. We're cool. Alright, so now that I've got these things set up, let's go get the mana pylons that I need. So we need 4 of those. And then we're going to need... Oh, I missed. I need another pair of mana pearls. That's right. I got enough, I think, and then... Yeah, things did not behave. I used them on my sparks. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm gonna fight this guy in the back corner over here. Oh, let's do this. Let's get our Lexica Titania, get the Ritual of Gaia, visualize. I want to make sure I have enough room for the Dandelifean that I want to make, and that's like a 25 by 25 area from what I remember. So let's get our tape measure because I have one of those. Unvisualize. Tape measure, where are you at? There you are. And let's make sure. So this is what a 25 by 25 area would look like. That seems pretty ideal for my Dandelifian. That's what 25 by 25 is going to be. So I want to have my Gaia Guardian fight be elsewhere. Part of me would like it to be in a more hospitable area. More conducive to fighting a boss. I just happen to be in like the treeiest of tree biomes. Maybe I could go fight him. I'll find a spot. We'll be right back. Alright, let's give this a shot. Looks like a nice area. Sorry, sheep. Sorry, buddy. It's all in the name of Gaia Guardian fighting. Dude, isn't that like the best thing ever? The Rod of Terra Firma. Love it. Alright, cool. So there's lots of items around here and stuff. Sorry, sheep. Can't have you in the way. Lots of cleanup to do. Be right back. Alright, let's visualize this thing. So here... we will put our iron blocks. With beacon on top. And then We'll place our pylons here, here. So close to being in range, but not close enough. I increased the range, but not enough apparently. There. Man, with those ghost things, it's really hard to see like where they're supposed to be. This, 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 and that. Beautiful. Structure complete. And I'll get rid of these just because, well, just because. Alright, let's eat. Eat well. And we'll put away these things. We're going to put you away. I'm going to say that we want our flasks in our hotbar. There it is. I want instant health to be on 3 so that it's easily accessible, and then all the others kind of near the end there. What else might I want to have? Ranged weapons aren't going to help too much with this. This sword has any upgrades left? Could I make it like more powerful in terms of damage output? I might want to get like another sword that's dedicated to fighting, because I don't think you have any upgrades left, right? Yeah, sharpness. Doesn't look like there's any upgrades available on this bad boy. Like, part of me wants to make a sword that would do like crazy amounts of damage. But I think what I'm going to do first is try this fight as is, and we'll see how I do. Cool? So, as I recall, I just have to stick some Terra Steel in there. So let's get some mana stuff. 1, 2, 3. Hooray! I missed those particle effects. And let's do it, shall we? Here goes nothing, guys. It's boss fight time. Dun-dun-dun. I realized that music was loud. Oh, that purple stuff is more obvious now. That's good. I don't know what's up, but like drinking and eating is like a little bit buggy. It like takes like an extra half a second from the point that you finish eating and drinking till you can actually be done. Alright, you, come here. Wow, I am really getting knocked around up there. What happened? Hey! What's up? Where'd the boss go? Did he despawn because I went outside the area? Well, that's interesting. And cheaty. I want my boss fight back. I didn't go outside the area. He knocked me outside the area. Try that again. You know what I might want? Nah, we'll fight this by ourselves for now, and then we'll see. Should I refill or restart my timers on stuff before I start this fight? Probably. See? It looked like I was done eating or drinking, but there it goes. Cool. That should be good. And then mending as needed. Alright, let's try this again. You know, I'm kind of enjoying this fight a little bit more than in the past. Because it's... Maybe just because she's not teleporting around like crazy times, but... Also, like, the purple stuff is a little bit easier to notice, I think, because they're doing stuff with the ground. There we go. Nice. It seems a little less hectic, but we haven't gotten to the next stage yet, have we? Yeah, the purple stuff, direwolf. Now we're at the next stage. Hey, what? Come on, dude. I didn't do nothing. I got, like, pushed up. Alright. Started the fight again. I'm out of my shielding flask, but I got to the same stage I was at before. Can I kill these little pixie things that keep attacking me? What are you doing? Oh, right. It's one of these dudes. That's what I need right now. Fire. And witches. This fight is a little bit different without all the 1-7 mods that I'm used to having, like bows and stuff from Tinkers. Plus, being on fire is not helping. Trying to survive. Don't mind me. And not accidentally fly outside this area. Come on, drink. Don't go outside the area. Oh! I think when I'm getting inside this beam, it's pushing me up for some reason. And it's pushing me outside the area and despawning the boss, which is super not cool. Alright, so I got myself a Rune of Summer. I've got this thing hooking up. Some more flasks for me. I'm going to try this fight again, mostly off camera. The reason I made the Rune of Summer, though, is because I want a Pyroclast pendant. Which should protect me from fire. Cool. Alright, I'm going to fight this dude again, like I said, off camera. We'll be right back. Alright, we got to this point, which is good. And now I should no longer be taking fire damage. I'll still take damage from these dudes, but not fire damage. I did not know whether skeletons were included in this spawning thing that happens. But yay, no fire damage. I'm not a fan of doing this fight without being able to spam left click, though. It definitely makes it a little bit harder. Look, I'm totally hitting them, and it's not even swinging the sword. Come on, Minecraft. Let's go. Combat update, right? Oh, I think I totally have this now. Come on, we can do this. Stop luring me towards... Whoa. I killed her! I killed it! It was close, but I killed it. I suddenly had no health. I don't know where that health went to, but I managed. I did it, though. I won the fight. I won the fight! That was tough. Dude, I don't even want to fight Gaia Guardian 2.0 in this game. Are you kidding me? Dude. Rip indeed. Oh, you know what? Maybe my armor, maybe some of my armor. Wow, look how low my... Dude, that's so low. I'm sure some other armor broke. Maybe that's why my health, like, plummeted. That would make a little bit of sense. Let's organize here. Yeah, see, I think my headpiece is gone. And that would probably explain why things are not behaving. So did I get everything that I need to get from here? It looks like it. So let's put you on. I got Gaia spirits. That's what I was after. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's reorganize our inventory just a little bit. You can go there, you can go there, you can go there. That should be good. And let's clean up all this junk. Immersive engineering, epic shader, pyroclast dependent. Nice. And then died from something. I don't know what killed me. I'll be honest, I have no idea what killed me at the end there, but that's cool. All right, cool. Put the flasks away. Put this away. These things can go. I should probably get some items that... Okay, my armor didn't totally break, so maybe that wasn't it. It was close, though. It was totally close to breaking. I need to get repair on this. Isn't there... I wonder... I think it's vanilla only, but can I put those vines or whatever? Let's see. Hold on. So there is Ender artifacts. There's an item that you can make. Resolute Ivy? This makes you hold on to items when you die. That's not what I'm looking for. Stall Collar, huh? Thunder Collar. Nice. I gotta try those things out. What is that item? Mystical items? Slime in a bottle, huh? So many cool things that I need to check out. There's definitely been stuff added. I would also like to at some point get Terra Steel armor, because Terra Steel is pretty awesome stuff. Natural apparatus it might be listed under. Pretty sure it's a green item I'm looking for. Isn't it like a vine or something? Huh, I don't know. Anyway, I know there's something that repairs your vanilla armor, but maybe it was removed. But I got Gaia spirits, which means I can make a whole bunch of cool stuff with Gaia spirits. Lots and lots of things. But I wanted to make the Dandelifian. That's why we started this whole path. Alright, so I need some runes. Air, earth, fire, and water. Goes in here. With that. Sweet. That was easy. He said ironically. Dandelifian! Nice. Alright, so I want my measuring tape again. Good, it's still laid out. Well, that's awesome. So it's a 25 by 25 area around, hello, this thing. And I think that seems to be right around the center. No, it's probably more like... Uh-oh. Okay, no, it's cool. It was just derping for a sec. Oh, there's like a little touch of lag going on the server. A little touch! Just a smidge. Literally just a smidge. Like, that's not an exaggeration. That really is just a little bit. Alright, so is that? No, that doesn't look like the center either. I think it more needs to be here. That looks like the center, right? Yeah, it totally does. Cool. So that's where the Dandelifian goes. Now, I have to kind of figure out how the Dandelifian works, because I have a rough idea, but I don't have a great idea. Alright, so what I need to teach this thing how to make is cellular blocks. So let's do that. Boom. Now, do we have carrots? We do. And potatoes. We do. And cactus. Yeah, we have some cactus. We don't have, like, crazy amounts of cactus, but we have cactus. Let's ask for a stack of cellular blocks. Should not be a hard thing to ask for. Cool. Nice. And let's take it out here. So apparently the way this works, the other thing we're going to want is a lever. So this is like the game of life, pretty much. And if we read through the book, and I don't know the game of life, so we're going to learn. But basically the game is executed with the concept of cells, which I have. The 25 by 25 area can be seen as a grid of 25 by 25 cells. The cells may be alive or dead. Live if the block in that position is a cellular block, this guy, or dead if it's anything else. Neighbors are the 8 blocks in the same plane around a cell. So like, you know, if, let's say, this was the cell, then the 8 blocks around it would be your neighbors. Cool. Every step of the game, the following transitions might happen. 1. Any live cell with fewer than 2 or more, with 2 or more than 3, so less than 2 or more than 3. So 2 to 3 neighbors is the ideal. If it's 4 neighbors, it's going to die. If it's 1 neighbor, it's going to die, right? Any live cell with exactly 2 or 3 live neighbors lives on. Any dead cell with exactly 3 neighbors becomes a live cell. Okay. All the transitions happen at the same time. Aside from those, a few additional rules not present in the typical game of life are present. All cells have an age starting at 0. Whenever a cell lives on by having 2 or 3 neighbors, its age increases by 1. Whenever a dead cell becomes a live cell, the age of the new live cell is equal to the age of the oldest neighbor. Well, that's interesting. Plus 1. Any cells older than 60 generations will die during the next step. The 3x3 zone, centered around the Dandelife in itself, is not inhabitable by cells. Any live cells that would exist in the area are turned into mana instead. The older the cell that would have been created, the more mana it takes. Age 0 cells produce no mana. Okay. Whenever any live cells are absorbed by the 3x3 zone in the center, all other cells on the board die. No multiple Dandeliphians. Moved by any other means besides the Dandelife, and they'll die, so no pistons shenanigans. So the blocks are crafted like so, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know how this works. I have a rough idea of how it works. Like, I understand the rules, but I don't understand, like, I think the best thing to do is just like, so 2 or 3 is the ideal number, right? Look, it's doing something. Something happened. Oh, hello. What? Did I win? I don't know what just happened. Yeah, no, there's no mana spreader. I should probably make one of those. I kind of want a better one, but that's okay. We'll go with one of these for now. And a mana pool, which we might not have. Whoosh. Thinking I want to keep the board clear. So maybe the mana spreader could either go above or below it. What kind of range are we talking about here, by the way? Could I link you to, like, over here? It's too far, right? I don't know what the range is on this kind of linking thing. Doesn't seem to want to link. That linked. Well, for now, we'll put it here, and then we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into. So maybe turn you off. Replace the cells in a pattern that might not be so derpy. I have no idea. So I totally did a thing that looks like it's just kind of stalled out a little bit. I don't understand the game of life, so I think that's part of my problem. Yeah, what's happening here? And I'm sure people have played the game of life and know how this works, and are probably like, Dyer, come on, dude. All right, I think I get it. So these cells would die because they don't have any living neighbors, right? This has one neighbor, this has one neighbor. Now they both have two. This cell is empty. It's an air block, or it could even be stone. As long as it's anything but cellular block, it's going to be considered a dead cell. But when there's exactly two neighbors, I think it is, right? Any cell with 2 or 3 neighbors lives on. Any live cell with 3 live neighbors dies, as if by overpopulation. A dead cell with exactly 3 live neighbors becomes a live cell. So exactly 3 live neighbors would be this, right? Interesting. I've done something again. So if it was like that, yay. The Dandelife and got mana. Hey, look at that, and you're mana spreading. Sweet. So I did something. I made mana. Woot. So that's it. Okay, I get it. So it's basically, so exactly 3 live neighbors becomes a live cell. Okay, I get it, kind of. So this is tricky, right? Because you have to basically like build, right, we need to turn this off. So we want to find like a good pattern that we can build. It's interesting. Remember, it's the 8 blocks around it, not just the 4 that are touching it, right? So corners count, from what I understand. So there's definitely going to need to be some messing around and playing with this a little bit. So I think what I'll do is, like, I'm sure there's, like, suggestions online about some good stuff and some good designs. So how about I do some research and play around with it, and we'll come back next episode and look into some good ways to get lots of mana. Because basically the longer cells live before they get absorbed by this, the more mana it produces. So if you build a good system, it should produce lots of mana. And that would be cool. So yeah, we'll come back next time and play with this. All right, for now, Daryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time. For now, take it easy.